Hello, everyone. My name is Joelle, and welcome to this short yoga practice to balance and energize our fifth chakra. I'm using one yoga block today. You might want two as well. And let's begin in a comfortable seat of your choice. You might like to rest the hands one on top of the other over the throat. And just close the eyes. Start taking some nice deep breaths here, in and out through the nose, as we bring our focus to this throat area. Our throat chakra, also known as vishuddha in Sanskrit, is of course associated with communication and truth and expression. And if this chakra is out of balance, we may sometimes struggle with things like neck pain, sore throat, teeth grinding, or we might also have trouble speaking our truth and expressing who we really are. And as we flow through today's practice, I would invite you to bring to mind an affirmation. My thoughts and opinions have value. And let's release that. You can open the eyes again. And let's inhale the arms up to the sky. And exhale, gentle twist to the right. And then inhale the hands up once more. And exhale left this time. Let's try that again. Inhale, center, arms above the head. Exhale, twisting right. And inhale up. And exhale, looking over the left shoulder. And we'll simply come back to center now. Very nicely done. You might like to switch the cross of the legs if that's how you were sitting. And we'll just take some gentle neck circles now, going towards the right first, taking them nice and slow at your own pace. So this is our fifth chakra today and our fifth yoga practice together on the chakras. So I'll put a link in the playlist to all of the previous chakra videos that I've filmed, including one on what the chakras are as we switch directions with those neck circles. It covers how our chakras can impact us and what we can do in our lives to bring them into better alignment and balance. So keeping those nice deep breaths going here, let's finish up one final neck circle. Wonderful. And then we'll come up off of our seat. Might like to take your yoga block with you for this next move, sitting back on our heels. And then on an inhale, we'll lift the hips up and open up through the left arm. And let's try the other side. So inhale, reaching up now with that right arm. And exhale to sit back down on your heels. Let's flow through that little motion side to side a few more times here. And you could prop the fingertips up on a block, give yourself more space. Or maybe just keep the fingertips on the ground next to your foot each time. This is a supported camel, side to side, just flowing with our breath, warming up the body. Very nice. You can shake the shoulders a little bit and come into hands and knees for some cat-cows to warm up our spine. We'll inhale to arch the back and exhale to press the floor away, doming through the spine. Just keep going here, so flow with your breath. Inhale, arches, and exhale, rounds. And you can kind of take your gaze with you, bringing it up towards the sky on an inhale, and bringing it maybe towards the navel on your exhales. And then we'll come back to a neutral spine. And let's walk the hands over towards the right now. So we're going to repeat some cat-cows, but in a little bit of a twisted or extended position here so that we can get at that left side body a little bit more. So again, just repeating those arching and doming motions with your breath. Noticing how this may change the sensation a little bit, keeping the hips above the knees, just the upper body that's moved over to the side. And then we'll try towards the left, so walking those fingertips over closer to the left side of your mat. And a couple of cat-cows here, inhaling to open up and exhaling to round. And you might notice that the sensation is quite different on one side versus the other. So always interesting to observe these things as we open up, not only through the throat today, but through the upper body as well. Great, so let's walk our hands back to center now, and we'll just sink back into a traditional child's pose, knees together, arms alongside the body, resting the forehead on the mat or maybe on a block. And in addition to yoga, other ways that we can work to balance our throat chakra include using our voice. So maybe singing in the shower, maybe joining a choir, practicing speaking something that we'd like to say. Even just talking to an empty room or a chair can help sometimes. And then keeping this position, we're just going to come forwards onto the top of the head so the hips lift up off the heels, and you might hold onto the feet here. So this is our rabbit pose, really compressing the throat here, stimulating this whole throat chakra area. And getting a nice upper back stretch while we're at it. Beautiful. Let's release the feet. You can bring the hips back onto the heels and gently roll ourselves up. Might like to roll the shoulders back once or twice. Before we plant the hands, tuck the toes and lift ourselves back into downward facing dog here. Just pedal it out, find any motions that feel nice here for a few moments. And then we'll inhale the right leg up to the sky and exhale to step it forward, gently releasing onto the back knee for a low lunge. And you could keep the fingertips on the mat or climb them up onto your front knee, or maybe interlace the fingers behind the head just to open that throat a little bit more, taking the gaze to the ceiling, still sinking the hips forwards. My thoughts and my opinions have value. And then we'll release that. Let's turn our right foot in, and we're going to lean ourselves over towards the left. So the left forearm can come to the left thigh, and the right arm might reach up overhead. Another nice side stretch here. A little bit of a hip opener as well. And then let's reverse that. So bringing the right fingertips or palm to the mat now beside us, and reaching the left arm up and over as we straighten through that left leg. So creating a nice long line from the blade of your left foot all the way into the left fingertips. Very nicely done. Let's just set those left fingers down onto the mat now, coming into hands and knees, this time facing the back of our mat, so a little bit of a different perspective here. And And then it might be nice to take just one cat-cow just to release through the back a little bit. And eventually make our way back to downward facing dog, lifting the hips up and back. And again, maybe finding any small motions if you'd like here. And then we'll inhale the right leg up to the sky now. Step it forwards. Coming down onto that back knee, choosing whether fingertips stay on the mat, come onto that front knee, or maybe interlace behind the head. Pulling the shoulder blades open behind you, pulling the elbows back. And in addition to speaking, our throat chakra is also linked to our sense of hearing. So, worth asking ourselves, how could we listen better in our everyday lives? And let's turn that left foot in now, resting the forearm on that right thigh, and reaching the left fingertips up and over. Coming into that little modified side stretch and hip opener combination. And then let's bring the left hand onto the mat, extend the right leg out, and the right arm over the head. If speaking is something we struggle with, if our throat chakra is a little bit out of balance, we can also try journaling, writing a letter, whether that is to ourselves or to someone else, to express what is on our mind. Wonderful. And let's come back to hands and knees. We're facing the front of our mat once more, lifting back into our last downward facing dog for today. Pedal it out, any small motions here. And then we'll slowly walk the feet towards the hands. Hanging forward over our legs, you could take hold of opposite elbows. Or again, you could clasp the hands behind the head and just tag a little bit of extra weight onto that upper body. And check in with your breath here. Nice deep inhales and exhales, still flowing in and out through the nose, maybe a little bit of an audible sound at the back of the throat. Just stimulating that chakra area. Very nice. And then let's bend the knees just to plant the hands again. Step it back into plank. We'll just take one vinyasa here. So exhaling to lower the body towards the mat. Inhale to open up into your cobra, maybe with the help of the hands, hugging the elbows in. And then let's just exhale back to child's pose. And just resting here for a moment. And then we'll roll up and simply make your way onto your back now. Take your time getting there. Planting the feet a little bit closer to the outside edges of the mat. And bringing the knees together into a bit of a knock-kneed position here, starting to wind down our practice. And then if you've got a block nearby, it might be nice to place it underneath the chest. I like to keep it on its lowest level here, but choose whatever level is appropriate for you. And you could keep the legs as they are or extend them. Or maybe bring them into a diamond shape with the soles of the feet together, knees out wide. This is just a nice passive way to open up through the throat, the chest, the upper back. little bit of a supported fish pose here. Of course, if you're feeling a little bit nerdy like me, you could choose to wear blue, the color of our throat chakra, the next time you come back to this practice. And again, thank you to all of those who have commented on previous chakra videos. I'd love to know if you enjoyed this one as well, and if you're looking forward to the next two, which will be coming out shortly. And let's extend the legs out now. You might keep the block where it is if that feels nice, or you could remove it for a more traditional shavasana. And imagine here a warm blue light bathing your body and soul as you let yourself notice how you're feeling as compared to when we first stepped on our mat today. Your thoughts and your opinions do have value. I believe that, and you should too. And stay in this shavasana as long as you would like. Please subscribe to my channel so we can practice together in future sequences. Check out the description box for those other videos I mentioned. And I wish you a truthful and expressive rest of your day. Thank you so much, and namaste.